Hi, I'm Tahir from the Volusia County Public Library, and I would like to welcome you to Time-Saving Shortcuts. Today's video will be showing you how to move multiple files from one folder to another. Depending on how many files there are, this could be a very tedious task. I'm going to show you a couple of very easy ways to move all your files at once. For this video, we'll be using two keys, the Shift key and the Control key. The Shift key will be used for both PC and Apple devices. And we'll be using the Control key for PC and the Command key for Apple users. Now, how to select multiple files. Whenever you click on Files, Folders, Pictures, and other objects, the files become highlighted. Looking at our example, whenever you click on another file, the previous file becomes deselected and a new file becomes highlighted. What we want to do is keep each file selected because we plan to move all selected files at once. When deciding on how to move files, it will depend on how many files there are and where they are located. You can select all files by individually selecting the files while holding Control. Another option is holding Shift and clicking the first file and then the last file in the list, or vice versa. If you need to select a large number of files, then using the Shift key may be your best option. Now let's give it a shot. Click the first file you want to move. Now scroll down until you reach the last file in the list that you want to move. Push and hold the Shift key and then click on the file you desire. Once done, you can release the Shift key. To move the files over to a new folder, click and hold on any of the highlighted files and drag the files over to the new folder. Once the cursor is over the new folder, release the mouse button. Your selected files will now be moved over to the new location. Now let's try using Control. Using Control is the best way to go if you're trying to only select a few items within a large group of files, especially if files aren't next to one another. Select the first file you want to move. Next, push and hold Control, then select the remaining files you would like to move. Once all files are selected, you can release the Control key. Now, with your mouse, click and hold on one of the highlighted files and drag the files to their new folder. Once the cursor is over the new folder, release the mouse button. So let's try doing everything one more time just to make sure we got it. So using Shift, click on the first file in the list you want to move. Next, push and hold Shift and then click on the last file in the list you want to move. Every file in between the two files you just clicked are now selected. Now we're going to move the files over to the open folder. Click and hold on any of the selected files. Then drag the files over to the open folder. And just like that, you've moved multiple files at once. Now let's use Control. First thing you need to do is click the first file you want to move. Once done, push and hold Control. Now click on the remaining files while still holding Control. Once all files you want to move are selected, release Control. Now click and hold on one of the selected files. Then drag the files over to the folder. Once again, the files have been moved. On another note, you don't have to have the folder open to place the files into it. You can select your files and then drag and drop the files on top of the folder. Notice when you open the folder, the files are there. Here's a little tip if you're using the Shift or Control key. When multiple files are selected, but let's say you changed your mind on one or two of the files, you can deselect any of the files by holding Control and clicking on the unwanted file or files. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next one.